solution will be brought to us by Group D, the red team, Team Aka.
Good afternoon, everybody, and good afternoon, everyone, and I hope you all had a nice day. My name is Wenmong Zhang, and I'm from Jericho, New York, and Jericho Senior High School.
I'm Takahiko Shibara from Waseda University Senior High School in Tokyo, Japan.
My name is Pranab Krishnan, and I'm from Virginia, USA, and Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology.
Oh, my name is Masumi Morishige from Keio Shonan Fusawa Senior High School in Japan.
Let's get started, shall we? Now, what I see in this image here is a city that is calling for help. If you look over here, you see the urban side of the area with very modern buildings and very modern buildings in urban areas, while mixed with the very poor and overpopulated areas of Kinshasa. Now, a little background information about Kinshasa. Kinshasa is the capital of the Democratic Republic of Congo. It has an urban density of about 16,000 people per square kilometer, as compared to one of the most technologically advanced cities in the world, which is New York City, at about 11,000 people per square mile. Now, Kinshasa is a very wet city, as it has about 1,500 millimeters of rain per year, and it has about a quarter of Africa's freshwater resources. The problem with Kinshasa is that it suffers from a lack of usable and clean water due to the lack of infrastructure. Now, what I see over here is floods. Most of you would think that floods are caused by rivers, as Kinshasa is right next to the Congo River, but in actuality, the floods are caused by rainwater, as the lack of infrastructure and sewage systems and drainage systems in Kinshasa will cause these floods. The main focus of our project is to give the citizens of Kinshasa one of the most basic needs of human life and survival, which is clean and usable water.
So these are the major problems of Kinshasa. First off, there are torrential rains causing disastrous floods, and along with that, the displacement of local people, house, and plantation damage, as well as health risks like cholera and malaria, landslides, and erosion. Another problem is that there's almost no access to hygienic toilets, and a large amount of waste gets discharged to the environment. In addition, there are 38% of people in Kinshasa have no access to piped water supply.
So next, I'm going to talk about the existing solutions from the Red Cross and the Red Crescent societies. Firstly, the materials supply. The Red Cross is distributed goods such as blankets and kitchen sets for 1,500 families. And next, they organize a training session, which is hygiene promotion and environmental sanitation. These sessions were made for emergency situations. Lastly, the warning systems. The Red Cross tried to make the warning system of flood. However, these solutions does not solve the fundamental problem of water in Kinshasa. So we planned a solution. We planned an innovative solution of it.
So what we want to solve is the problem of floods and the lack of water system. Now we can't just start building water pipes to every home in Kinshasa right now. So that what we did is over the course of 20 years, we're going to make a simple system that prevents floods and also provides water systems that connect community centers with clean, safe water. Now what's happening in Kinshasa is that it's an urban city, so that they have the ground is concrete, so that the water doesn't get anywhere because they don't have any drainage system. So what we do is we'll make a giant cistern underground to store all the water. We'll connect it with water pipes, and what we'll do is we'll connect it with the process system. We'll divide it into solids and liquids, and then with solids, we'll turn it into methane to use it as energy. And the liquids will be purified, sent to the community center, as clean, safe water for them to drink and things like that. It'll come back to the process system from the sewage, and it will again divide it into solids and liquids. The solids again will be turned into methane, and the liquids will be purified again into a cistern. In the wet seasons, they'll have water, so we can just store it, or we can put it back to the river, clean and safe. In the dry seasons, because there's a lack of water, we can just send the safe, clean water back to the community center. And then in between the water pipes, we'll put turbines on to store electricity, and also we'll put solar panels and rechargeable batteries provided by Toshiba in order to get the community center working.
Now, the major hubs that Taco was talking about are called community water centers, which we like to call CWCs. Now, the purified water gets pumped into the community centers, as he said, it's powered by solar energy. Now, Kinshasa is a poverty-stricken city with around 38% of people not having piped water access. That's a large percentage. So to fix this problem, the CWCs will have toilets, drinking water, and baths for the public. That's more than just a place to get free drinking water. It's also a place for the community to come together as a whole. There'll be educational activities for kids and their families, healthcare programs, and it will provide a safe, healthy, clean environment away from the crime and danger of the city. When it comes to drainage, there will be basic drains set up at places with the most flooding and pooling. As of now, the drainage systems in Kinshasa are presently not sufficient. So the rainwater and sewage comes into an underground cistern, as Taka said, and to turn this organic waste, the solids, into energy, we use the digestion and metabolism of anaerobic bacteria. The anaerobic bacteria digests the organic matter and releases methane, which can be captured. This technology is currently being used in landfills.
Okay, so let's go to the water purification system. And there are 3 steps in this process. First, the ozone. Look at this cool machines which Toshiba made. It's called TGOGS. And this TGOGS get rid of the color and smell of the water. And it also inactivates virus and germs inside that water. And next, secondly, chlorine. We use this chlorine this chlorine has chlorine acts to this disinfectant and oxidant agent. And lastly, the third one, ultraviolet rays. This is also produced by it's a product by Toshiba called the Tosaclear, and this machine uses ultraviolet rays and kills the germs and those dust that has chlorine resistance. And by using these 3 processes, it makes the dirty water to clean waters.
Now, when we're talking about smart community, we have to talk sustainability. Yes, we need a lot of money, and yes, we need new technology. But we're not starting off by making water pipes to every household, but we focus on community centers. So it's a very simple idea with the least amount of resources and facilities, so that it's once built, and we made it in a way so that it's energy sustainable. With our turbines, solar panels, and methane, the whole system is sustainable in terms of energy.
So before we sum up the presentation, I'm going to talk about several problems that some of the people might be concerning to. For example, the engineering, the funds and the budgets, and to solve that problem, we raised up several organizations that can make this project implement.
In conclusion, our solutions address the safety of the Kinshasa citizens. For safety, we provide the citizens safety from diseases such as cholera and malaria, which are from distilled water. We also provide them upgraded shelter from clean water, which will result in hygiene, increased hygiene. We also prevent floods from happening with our new drainage and sewage systems. And we provide clean water delivery with our underground water storages. And finally, we provide them with increased community spirit and happiness because we provide them with the security of their water safety levels. And also, our solutions are totally self-sustainable. Before I continue, I'd like to address since we started with this Kinshasa as a city of despair, with our solutions, Kinshasa becomes a city of limitless potential. We are now at the bottom. Kinshasa is at the bottom of the stairs right now, and with our solution, it will slowly start to climb up. And in my introduction, as I addressed before, Kinshasa is a francophone. Francophone is defined as a French-speaking, but there's a lot more to that. There's a more French culture. So we believe that if our solutions continue to develop and our society climbs up the stairs, it will become the Paris of Africa.
I would like to address all thank yous to US-Japan Council, BU Cafe, and all the Toshiba corporations listed above for making this program happen, for making this presentation happen with these awesome Toshiba Excite tablets. And I thank you very much, all the staffs and teachers, for all the support throughout the program. Thank you very much. ありがとうございます。